Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In this lovely occasion, I would like to present about fiction book review entitled "And the Mountain Echoed" by Khaled Hosseini. This book is a drama and fiction novel written by Khaled Hosseini. He is an American writer, was born in Afghanistan. This book was first published in 2013 by Riverhead Book, and Mountain Echoed was ranked 10 on Amazon.com before it was released. As of October 2013, this novel has sold 3 million copies in United States and being translated into 40 languages. Khaled Hosseini, born March 4 1965, is a novelist and doctor from United States who was born in Afghanistan. After graduating from college, he worked as a doctor in California. Profession he equated with matchmaking. Hosseini has published 3 novels, with The King Runner being the most famous. Throughout his novel, Afghanistan is taken as the setting of the place, and the citizen is the protagonist. Following the success of his debut novel, he decided to quit his career as a doctor and become a full-time writer. Hosseini was born in Kabul, Afghanistan. His father worked as a diplomat, and when Hosseini was 10 years old, his family moved to France. 4 years later, the family requested in the United States, where he later became a citizen. Hosseini never returned to Afghanistan until 2003, when he was 38 years old, where he lived like a tourist in own country. In various interviews related to this experience, he admitted that he sometimes feels guilty for successfully leaving his country in the midst of the Soviet Union. Graduating from secondary education in 1984, Hosseini went on to study biology at Santa Clara University and medical education at the California San Diego Medical School in 1993. Hosseini opened the practice of international organ specialist in 1996, and in 2004 began writing his first novel, The Kite Runner. His education was in San Jose Independent High School in 1984, Santa Clara University in Biology in 1988, California San Diego School of Medicine 1993. Khaled Hosseini has many careers, including doctor, specialist in internal organ, Cedars Sinai Medical Center, Los Angeles since 1996. Published novel, The Kite Runner in 2003, Goodwill Envoy for UNHCR. Published novel, A Thousand Splendid Suns in 2007. The founder of the humanitarian organization Khaled Hosseini Foundation writes novels, and The Mountain Echoed in 2013. Next is about synopsis from this book. So in this book, there are the two main characters. There is Pari and Abdullah. Pari and Abdullah were 2 young brothers at the time. Pari and Abdullah each had a very strong affection, that they loved one another, and their form of affection were very sincere and so deep. Their mother had died after giving birth to Pari, and the father remarried with a woman who was a neighborhood to their house. Abdullah was very mature at the time, and he not only became a old brother to his younger brother, but he also served as a father and mother to Pari. For Abdullah, Pari is everything, like the earth, the sky, and the entire universe. In the harshness of life in setback, a small rural village in hard and cruel Afghanistan, Pari is a warm sunshine for Abdullah. Because living conditions are harsh and arid, which make life increasingly acute, causing the father to take very difficult decision. The father decision will affect their life in the present, but also in their future life. His father decision was very surprising. The father sold Abdullah's younger brother, which is Pari, to a wealthy family in the city of Kabul. From the on, life's story began as a long story, not only about Abdullah and Pari, but also about the people around them to the next generation. And next is about the discussion. I think this book is highly recommended because this book contains some things that is very touching, stronger in character, very emotional, and makes my eyes swollen. Empty and silent. I think those two sentences can describe faithfully the character in this book. Abdullah's life feels very empty and lonely since being left by his young brother. All seems to provide a side of silence that clung to the character of the characters. If you have very sensitive feelings or have a very sensitive feelings, you can feel the emotion contained in the book when you read it. The author builds every emotion in the character very well, so that the feeling can reach the reader. And the Mountain Equate had numerous strengths which make it extremely enticing to read. One major strength of the novel is the author's way of exemplifying the powerful family bonds and the complex international relationships, which are layered and dynamic. In addition, exacting detail and language of the book proved to be a strength, giving the reader great imagery. Many lessons can be learned from this book, one of which is that knowing the origin of one's own life is a very important thing to know our true identity. This is some quotes from this book, and they tell me I must wade into water, where I will soon drown. Before I march in, I leave this on the shore for you. I pray you find it, brother. I pray you find it, brother, so you will know what was in my heart as I went under. Abdullah, chapter 9. From quotation above, the from the provide water in which he will drown might represent either his deteriorating mental state or his life without his beloved brother. While the reunion of the sibling is sought by Abdullah's inability to recognize his brother, do not give a partial sense of closer. Both Pari and the readers understand that Abdullah hoped to find his brother until the last moment, and thus his father collection become a symbol of their love that in the end transcended time and space. Okay, I think enough from my presentation. I say thank you and good morning.